Hello everyone, Lawrence here. I just spent all night playing Forza Motorsport 6 Apex, and in this video I'll share my first impressions on Forza for PC. Now keep in mind that what you see here and what I say applies to the first open beta version. Turn 10 will continuously update the game to improve performance and features. When first getting into the game, you get to drive the all-new Ford GT around a fictional track in Rio. It's a great first intro to the career mode, where later you have to do all sorts of events. Forza uses these first events to really show off their graphics and handling models. At the moment, the amount of events is very limited though. The game lets you unlock cars by scoring race points, which you earn medals with, but if you don't have enough medals to buy a certain car you'd like to try, there's always microtransactions of course. At the moment it's $1 per car for those who can't be bothered earning their medals the right way. The car list is very good for the first open beta. There's a little bit of everything right now, and I'm sure it'll continue to increase. Get to really admire the cars too if you go into Forza Vista. Each car can be painted in a bunch of different colors, but sadly there's no livery editor. The track list is a bit shorter. You only get a few real racetracks and Rio. I have nothing against fictional tracks. If anything, Maple Valley is one of the best tracks ever in my opinion. But this Rio thing just sucks and I hate every single second I spend on it. Spa and Sebring are great though. I love the detail, the lighting, the feel. I even like the slipperiness of the grass. Right now there is no anti-corner cutting penalty, but in single player that only means you cheat yourself. The tracks and cars look really good, nearly as good as P cars. I ran it on ultra settings and my PC could barely keep up when recording as well. That is on a GTX 970 by the way. The cars really look good with all the fancy lighting, especially during night races. The rain looks awesome too, but I don't like to drive in it. It's a bit too much with all the standing water. It would be red flag conditions in real life. There's no dynamic weather. Instead, each track just has a different weather location applies to it and it loads as a different track. It's a bit of a lazy approach if you ask me. The tracks also aren't super realistic. For example, there is no wall on the outside of Lecombe at Spa in real life. I think this is to prevent cheating, but without multiplayer there's not really a point to that. The audio quality of FM6 is okay. It's of course still in beta, so I'm sure the tire squeal in wet conditions will go away. It's pretty easy to position your opponent, but I'd like to adjust separate levels here. There's just too much tire and engine noise and too little gearbox or wind noise for this to be really realistic. The game feels just like I remember Forza did. Driving with a controller is incredibly easy, something other games should really learn from. In this version there was no wheel support, so I can't comment on force feedback yet, but the immersion is very good even with a controller because of the graphics and the sound. However, I cannot call this a real Forza yet. For me, it was all about upgrading and painting cars to show them off online later, sell them in the storefront. Sadly, none of that is possible yet. There's no upgrading. There is tuning, which is very nice, but no upgrading parts. There's no livery editor. So I really hope Turn 10 implements all those things, because without it, Forza Motorsport 6 Apex doesn't feel like a real Forza and it's simply just another racing game to me. So for final thoughts, I really think Turn 10 is doing the right thing here. It's great to have a free-to-play version of Forza Motorsport 6. Microtransactions are reasonable and it all looks and feels incredibly good for a first open beta. There will be continuous updates, so it can only improve from here on. FM6 Apex to me is a little bit of hope that we will eventually get a full-blown FM6 or FM7 on PC, hopefully with cross-platform multiplayer. So guys, if you like this video, there's always the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you want to see another FM6 video in the future. If you want to follow the channel, there are links in the description below to Facebook and Twitter. If you want to support the channel, there is Patreon and PayPal.me. For now though, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.